Marc Guehi's stance on Arsenal transfer after Liverpool and Manchester City talks. Marc Guehi is open to an approach from Arsenal after the Gunners rivaled Liverpool and Manchester City in the race to sign the Crystal Palace captain. England defender Guehi is set to leave Selhurst Park, but it remains unclear whether that will be before the January transfer deadline or in the summer. Guehi is out of contract at the end of the season, so Palace could be tempted to sell their influential center-back this month to avoid losing him on a free transfer in a few months' time. The 25-year-old was on the verge of a move to Liverpool last summer, but Crystal Palace blocked the deal at the last minute. The unconvincing Premier League champions remain keen to bring Guehi to Anfield, but now face huge competition in the transfer battle for Manchester City. Man City have jumped to the front of the queue for Guehi, who captained Palace to the FA Cup last season, and are believed to be weighing up a January move following an injury crisis at the Etihad Stadium. Crystal Palace would want around £40 million to part ways with Guehi this month, but the player could be set to benefit if he delays his departure, as he would receive a signing-on fee if he moved as a free agent. It was reported last week that Arsenal had entered the race to sign Guehi, although any more from the Premier leaders would likely come in the summer, if at all. A bid from Arsenal would seem somewhat surprising given the superb centre-back partnership of Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba, but the North London side may seen it as too good an opportunity to refuse. According to The Athletic's Manchester City correspondent Sam Lee, Guehi would prefer to join Liverpool than Manchester City, although he also likes the idea of joining Arsenal. That report comes as Sky Sports' Kaveh Selethkal said he had a funny feeling that Guehi would end up at Arsenal. "I imagine Arsenal would tick lots of boxes," he added. "That's just a feeling." As well as developing into arguably Crystal Palace's most important player, Guehi has also become a vital figure for England. Guehi was England's starting centre-back throughout Euro 2024 and is expected to start under Thomas Tuchel at next summer's World Cup. Palace signed Guehi from Chelsea in 2021, and the Blues have previously expressed interest in re-signing their academy graduate. Eagles boss Oliver Glasner opened the door to a January move for Guehi earlier this week, telling reporters, "I'm not naive. If a massive offer comes from City and Marc wants to do it, it will happen. If you're just valuing sports, everyone in the club will say Marc has to stay. The chairman will tell you the same, but it's not one-dimensional. If you see the financial situation, it's very important. If somebody comes, there will be a moment when the club has to say it will happen, as long as Marc says, 'I want to leave,' because the final decision is always with the player. The chairman rejected many offers in the summer because we want to play a successful season and wanted to win the Community Shield. Therefore, Marc is important, and then he rejected the offer. The threshold at that time, the money we got offered, was not above it. Maybe it was close, but it was not above it." Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich have all expressed interest in beating Premier League clubs to Guehi. Former manager Tim Sherwood has questioned why Guehi would join Arsenal ahead of Manchester City or, obvious choice, Liverpool. From Marc Guehi's view, why would he go to Arsenal? He's not going to play if Saliba and Gabriel are fit. He would never get in the team. I think he's a decent player, but I don't think he's the quality of those two center-backs. I think there's more a route into the first team of Man City and certainly Liverpool, which is the obvious choice. So don't make any sense from Arsenal Football Club, and certainly from Marc Guehi's point of view, it makes no sense whatsoever. Marc Guehi is currently regarded as one of the most sought-after defenders in world football, and he's been strongly linked with a move to Arsenal. The Gunners remain committed to strengthening their squad whenever possible, maintaining a clear focus on building a team capable of competing for major honors. Their recent recruitment has already added quality and depth, leaving them well-equipped to pursue their ambitions for the remainder of the campaign. Arsenal's plans and summer outlook. During the summer, Arsenal signed several new players who have significantly improved the overall strength of the squad. As a result, the club may opt against conducting major business in the current transfer window. With the title race in mind, Arsenal believes it can maximize the potential of the players already at its disposal until the season concludes. The confidence in the camp suggests a belief that continuity and stability can be just as valuable as further reinforcements in the short term. Looking ahead, however, Arsenal is expected to revisit the transfer market in the summer. New additions are anticipated as part of the club's long-term planning, and Guehi has emerged as a possible target. His performances have consistently attracted attention, positioning him as a defender capable of strengthening an already competitive back line. Arsenal's interest reflects their intention to remain proactive and ambitious beyond the current campaign. Competition from Premier League rivals. Arsenal is not alone in their pursuit, as Guehi has also been linked to Liverpool and Manchester City. His name is featured prominently in recent transfer discussions involving some of the Premier League's leading sides. In the last transfer window, the defender was reportedly only hours away from completing a move to Liverpool before the deal collapsed, leaving his future unresolved. Liverpool remains keen to secure his services, although it is unclear whether he will leave during this window or wait to join as a free agent. According to Liverpool Echo, Guehi does not favor a move to Manchester City and is expected to choose between Arsenal and Liverpool instead. This development narrows the field and sets up a potential battle between two title contenders. With three top clubs expressing interest, Guehi's decision will be closely watched. His choice could have significant implications for the balance of power among the Premier League's elite. Yan Diomande is currently regarded as one of the most exciting young players in European football, and Arsenal are understandably keen to add him to their squad. The Gunners have continued to target elite talent from across the world, with their recruitment strategy focused on identifying players capable of making an immediate and long-term impact. Diomande has caught the eye with a series of strong performances in Germany, demonstrating technical ability and maturity beyond his years. RB Leipzig is well known for developing young players into top-level professionals and is keen to protect the progress of the Ivorian teenager. At just 19, Diomande has already gained experience in both Spain and Germany, despite only moving to Leganés in 2024. His rapid development has reinforced the belief that he could thrive at the highest level, making him an attractive option for clubs competing for major honors. Arsenal views him as a player who could strengthen their attacking options as they continue to build a squad capable of sustained success. Strong competition and personal ambitions. Arsenal are not alone in their admiration. Manchester United are also actively pushing to convince Diomande to choose them as their next destination, highlighting the level of competition for his signature. While he continues to develop quickly and attract attention from some of the best teams in the world, Diomande has been clear about his personal ambitions. As quoted by Metro Sports, he said, "I want to play at Anfield. I want to play for Liverpool. I'm a big Liverpool fan. My father's dream is to see me play for Liverpool." The comments underline a strong emotional connection to Arsenal's rivals, which could complicate any potential move. Despite this, his future remains open, and his continued rise suggests that interest from Europe's elite will only intensify as his career progresses. Saved by Martinelli, Arteta must drop Arsenal dud who dropped a 5 out of 10 versus Portsmouth. It might not have been the perfect performance, but Arsenal did what they needed to do this afternoon. Before kickoff, it felt like it could be somewhat of a banana skin fixture for the North Londoners, a feeling that only intensified 2 minutes in when the hosts went 1-up. Fortunately, the Gunners got back into the game in no time, and once they went ahead, they never really looked like conceding another one. In terms of performances, it was a mixed bag for Arsenal, with the impressive Martinelli on one end and the disappointing attacker on the other. Martinelli's game versus Portsmouth. Starting with the positives, and after grabbing the headlines for all the wrong reasons during the week, Martinelli was once again the biggest talking point at full time against Portsmouth, but for all the right reasons.